this is Andy with the Mortal Guitarist, and in this video we are going to take an ever so quick look at the building blocks of scales, and they are two intervals which are known as the semitone and the tone, also known as the half note and whole note, and sometimes half tones and whole tones, just to make things really confusing, or even minor seconds and major seconds. But you will most often hear this stuff talked about in terms of tones and semitones, whole notes and half notes. And quite simply, a semitone is the distance between a note and the next available note. Doesn't matter what the notes are. So if you take a note and you play the next note, that's a semitone. And if you play the next but one note, that's a whole tone. So semitone, whole tone. Going down, semitone, whole tone. If you do it on a guitar, it's quite conveniently the next fret, or the next but one fret. If you do it on a piano, it's the next key or the next but one key. Doesn't matter whether the keys are black or white, it's just the next and the next but one. Now, it doesn't have to be frets next to each other, just to make sure I don't confuse anyone. If we take an A there and an A there, so A to B flat or A sharp is a semitone, whether we play it that way or like that. So it's simply the distance, however you play it, between one note and the next available note. Doesn't matter what note you start on. Why is this important? Simply because when we start looking at scales, and next time out we're going to do the major scale, when you start looking at scales, you will quite often hear scales spelt in terms of their intervals, and somebody might say to you, a major scale is made up of intervals of a tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, which simply means starting at any note you like. If you go up a tone, so any note, up a tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 and semitone. So that's how you spell out scales. So a minor scale might be tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, tone. It's shorthand which is often used, and if you understand this, then you can start getting your head around how scales are put together, how chords are put together, and how all of the sort of more musically named intervals work as well. So that's it, dead simple this time out. So I'm Andy Picker, this is the Mortal Guitarist. If you haven't subscribed, please do, really appreciate that. If you've got any comments or questions, you can either stick them down below this video or head over to my Facebook music page and stick a note on there for me, and I'll pick them up and try and address anything that anyone asks about. So take care, look after yourselves, and see you next time out. It's Andy with the Mortal Guitarist. Bye now.